we've got some young ladies going to come sing for us this morning. While they're coming, we had a tremendous Pastors Fellowship on Friday. We had upward between 50 and 60 people that showed up on Friday for a Pastors Fellowship and had just a really, really good time together. Good preaching. Brother Scott preached and Brother Parker preached, and then a couple of fellows preached. You probably don't know them at all, but we just had good preaching, good fellowship, and I appreciate you folks' prayers. When I see what the Lord has done, you know, there's something to just sticking with something, you know, just going and just sticking with it, staying with it, and just letting the Lord in His time do what He wants to do. And there was a time we were wondering if we were going to have to stop it. Because it was like 1 month it was our church, the next month it was Brother Josh Graber's church, the next month it was our church, the next month it was Brother Josh Graber's, and he and I were talking about that Friday, and actually neither one of us now really even have to have the pastors' fellowship because we've got so many coming now and so many willing to help out there, and so thank the Lord for that, and it's neat. You know, I preach, you don't have to be big for God to use you. But that thing right there, I know our whole church is not there and able to see it happen, but it's because of this church that it's happening. And it's got way bigger than what we are. But thank the Lord, nothing's too big for Him, is it? Nothing's too big for Him. So, all right, I gave you plenty of time to get ready, okay? And hopefully she doesn't fall asleep while she's singing this morning. She's been down at camp all week long, and hopefully we hear some good things about this week's camp. But I saw her this morning. I just started laughing. I said, "You're beat, aren't you?" And so, Caitlin, you sing for us this morning. right, children, you can be dismissed for junior church. Brother Steve is already down there waiting for you. And so you head on down there. You'll have a good time. Junior church this morning. If you would, turn to the book of Romans, chapter number 7. Romans chapter 7. And that's where we're going to be this morning. We should be good now. I had turned it to yellow, and I needed to turn it back on to green. And so, amen. Romans chapter number 7. Before we get into the message, we're going to this year. I haven't set a date. It's going to be pretty soon, but haven't set the exact date yet. We're going to have, rather than a full missions conference, we usually have that in April or March or April, and we have a missions conference usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and always have Brother Kiefer come, and but rather than have a full missions conference, we're going to have just a missions Sunday. Emphasis on missions. I'll be bringing some messages towards missions, concerning missions. And we haven't filled out faith promise cards for a little while. And we need to get a good idea as far as faith promise and what we're looking for. We fill those out usually on a yearly basis, and we weren't able to do that. And so I'm wanting to focus a little more on our missions, and that's not what the message is this morning. I just want to let the church know that we are going to be doing that. And pray. Some folks are new, and you haven't had the opportunity as far as being involved with Faith Promise around Prairie. And so I'm going to be bringing missions. I got a lot of information, a lot of paper information that you can take, and I've had it through the years. Folks that have been here, they've got it. They've seen it. They understand it. In fact, I'll be honest with you, Round Prairie has been missions minded for a long time, and I'm thankful for that. Thankful that the church is missions minded, and we always want to be missions minded. But there's a lot of good information. A lot of it I got from my dad, and I have that, and we'll make that available for folks to see. Young people, I believe everybody needs to be involved in Faith Promise missions. I believe everybody in the church needs to be involved in Faith Promise missions. My little grandchildren, I think they give, I think it's a quarter, isn't it, every week for Faith Promise missions. You know, when I was little, I did the same thing, and but they give. It teaches our young people to give. It teaches our young people to care about others. It teaches our young people to care that people get saved. And I have different illustrations and things, and some in my own life that relate